a workout video with Brianna Turner and Caitlin Clark. So I want to live react to it with you guys. You have Caitlin coming across the screen for a 3. It looks like with all of these, they're working on a screen and roll with Brianna, and then Caitlin coming off of that screen and dishing her the ball.
Just when you thought that the WNBA drama had died down, the madness came back. As always, Angel Reese happens to find herself in the middle of the chaos. First, let me ask you this. Have you ever witnessed a workout video so unexpectedly revealing that it sets off a shockwave of WNBA drama? It gets crazier. Brianna Turner, once associated with Angel Reese's orbit, just stepped into a gym session with Caitlin Clark, and the internet is losing its mind.
The Indiana Fever have signed a perfect player to have beside Caitlin Clark, and then the first thing they do is they immediately work out. Sometimes with 22 herself.
Why? Because for months, Angel has positioned herself as the big persona of women's basketball. But now, fans see Clark and Angel's ex-partner bonding over sweat and skill, leaving Reese oddly on the sidelines. But listen to this. While Caitlin's collaborative approach screams, "Let's elevate the game," some say Reese is stuck in the land of social media feuds, overshadowed by her own theatrics.
PSA, no rims or backboards were harmed during the filming of this video. But viewers are encouraged to look away. Bang! What? Bang! I heard her say that she might sit out if the WNBA doesn't pay her what she deserves. They say $1 million for every missed layup is fair.
Could a single workout in Indiana mark the turning point for who really runs the show in the WNBA? Are we about to watch one of the WNBA's biggest drama queen empires crumble while her rival's star just keeps soaring?
I'm really excited. I followed a lot of these players throughout their college careers and professional careers, so it's kind of like full circle moment to be on the same team with a lot of these players again.
Brianna Turner and Caitlin Clark teaming up in a workout was the kind of calm, focused scene you'd expect from seasoned professionals. It's not just a casual shoot-around. This is the first time cameras have caught two Fever players syncing up in the offseason, and the chemistry is undeniable. Turner, who spent half a decade grinding it out in Chicago, now shares the floor with Clark, the player who's been Reese's nemesis since their college showdown. Yet, the ripple effects have been enormous, primarily because nobody saw it coming.
I think that the front office and the staff just really had a vision in place, and I felt that I could really complement their vision.
Turner has long been mentioned in the same breath as Angel Reese, especially when they were part of similar networks in the league. Now, seeing Turner side by side with Clark, who many regard as the face of a new era in women's basketball, speaks volumes about the direction she's choosing. People are comparing it to a behind-the-scenes look at the WNBA's future, where raw skill, disciplined growth, and zero ego overshadow the noise.
Don't understand how the WNBA won't have enough money to pay her. I mean, max contract, we're talking about Curry land, we're talking about LeBron. I mean, she brings all the eyeballs. She's so skilled, she does everything perfectly. I mean, she can dunk too. Look at that. Bang!
It's remarkable how a short video clip or a handful of social media posts can spark such a debate. Fans who once assumed Turner was fully in Reese's corner are now realizing that personal ambition and genuine synergy might outweigh any sense of loyalty to dramatic showmanship. After all, the footage shows crisp passing drills, purposeful cuts, and real camaraderie. No side eyes, no forced storylines, just two players dedicated to raising each other's level of play.
And of course you have Caitlin. She had such a phenomenal rookie season, so many great accolades. And I think the jumping from season 1 to season 2, players can also make a really big jump. So I'm excited to see her growth from year 1 and year 2.
That alone is enough to shift the conversation about who stands with whom. The vibes screamed purpose, not coincidence. Turner's hustle paired with Clark's precision felt like a preview of what's coming in 2025. Yet there's an undercurrent of tension fueling the storyline. Sports watchers love to see alliances form and break, especially in a league like the WNBA, where emergent stardom can rewrite the entire script. Turner's decision to align with Clark in these practice sessions suggests a preference for positivity, skill building, and a determined approach to the game. Meanwhile, Angel Reese looks conspicuously absent from this progress, intensifying speculation that she's been sidelined by her own actions or by the unstoppable magnet that is Caitlin Clark. And behind it all, you can almost hear the whispers. This is more than basketball. It's a declaration that's got everyone talking.
I think I'm really just like a calming presence. I feel like I never get too high or get too low. People are like, why don't you smile more? Why don't you get excited? I'm like, I'm just chilling, I'm vibing. Like, I feel like I'm really an observer, but I am really competitive as well. I like to run the floor, like to play defense, like to win, and I think the Fever was a place to be if I wanted to win.
Ever since her college days, Angel Reese cultivated an image of unshakable confidence. She thrived in the spotlight, fed by grandstanding moments and social media hype. She frequently framed herself as the main event, a role many fans embraced. Initially, however, an undeniable shift occurred once she reached the professional ranks.
Listen to me. If the WNBA won't pay her, you better. Comedy special, man. She's hilarious. Who else can do the hop, skippity, drop, step, bang better than her? Bang!
Controversies regarding her playing style, rumored tensions with teammates, and occasional remarks about league pay made her appear more invested in personal brand building than in forging cohesive relationships. Observers can't help but raise eyebrows when Reese is missing from a workout that includes someone as prominent as Caitlin Clark. The unspoken question is, did Reese choose not to join? Was she not invited? Or is she so consumed by her own narrative that she overlooked an opportunity to develop synergy with a star who's clearly helping transform the league's image? The quiet, low-key vibe of that training session with Clark contrasts starkly with the flamboyant social media presence that Angel usually exhibits.
And another thing, stop watching my page before I post what you're looking for and you have a stroke. Thank you.
There's another piece to the puzzle. Fans wonder if Reese's outspoken commentary about pay, demands for recognition, and frequent references to being overshadowed are finally taking a toll on her relationships. The WNBA is a small community, and friction can carry huge consequences. While nobody doubts her ability to grab headlines, the question is whether that style of attention nurtures or erodes true basketball chemistry. If she keeps projecting herself as a lone superstar, she may soon discover that the rest of the league is moving ahead without her. Brianna Turner's transformation from being loosely associated with the Angel Reese brand to working out with Caitlin Clark underscores a desire for consistency and competitive growth. She's known for strong defensive skills, a willingness to adapt her role, and a level-headed court presence. That mindset meshes perfectly with someone like Clark, who is widely applauded for combining flair with substance, big-time three-pointers balanced by a team-oriented approach. Many longtime fans point out that Turner has rarely courted drama. She mostly lets her defense and hustle speak for her. Even on social platforms, she's not the type to engage in petty back and forth or veiled jabs, thus ditching any proximity to Angel's theatrics for a quiet, purposeful environment with Clark aligns with Turner's personality. She's effectively sending a signal about what she values: continuous improvement, building real partnerships, and embracing a calmer, more results-driven style of leadership.
From the players, you got players like Kelsey Mitchell that was drafted here, that's been here this whole entire time and kind of seen the Indiana Fever built from the ground up. You got players like DB, who's going to be a future Hall of Famer.
Notably, rumors swirling about tensions in Angel Reese's circle rarely mention Turner as a direct antagonist. Instead, it's more of a silent departure, someone who politely steps away from chaos. This measured approach might elevate Turner's status as the WNBA season progresses. While some players relish confrontation or love stirring the pot, Turner's move suggests she sees better opportunities in Indiana, where the emphasis is on synergy, skill growth, and forward momentum. Caitlin Clark's presence in the league has become a phenomenon that's hard to overstate. She combines astonishing shooting range, hitting shots from distances that leave defenders baffled, with a knack for reading the floor and finding open teammates. Her leadership style is rooted in celebrating team achievements rather than championing personal vendettas. That approach resonates widely, not just with fans, but apparently with players like Brianna Turner, who see the advantage of linking up with a star that values the bigger picture. It's telling that every highlight reel or mention of Clark in media coverage includes remarks about her uplifting teammates. She's not just a scoring machine, she's a creator, orchestrator, and a unifying force. That quality might be a breath of fresh air in a league that on occasion gets overshadowed by dramatic storylines. Clark's trajectory suggests she aims to surpass expectations by forging real partnerships that build unstoppable squads, as opposed to hogging the limelight alone.
Yeah, the fandom was great when I was in South Bend, and I know obviously Fever fans are known to fill up Gainbridge Fieldhouse, so I'm really excited for that. I mean, I would say Indiana is such a big basketball state.
Calm confidence. This difference in style could create a future rivalry, but not the kind fueled by trash talk. Rather, it could revolve around who can better harness team loyalty and synergy. Judging by Turner's quick pivot, Clark's method appears far more appealing, especially for those tired of the swirling controversies that trail Reese's path. In an era when the WNBA is actively looking to broaden its audience, the debate between a collaborative or ego-driven approach looms large. Moments like the Turner-Clark workout show that fans are drawn to sincerity and joint effort. They want stories of players pushing each other to excel. If you pair that with comedic or explosive drama, it might garner quick headlines, but it doesn't necessarily cement loyalty in a locker room. When Angel Reese first arrived, many thought her brashness would bring a jolt of energy to the league. At times it did. She commanded attention, turned heads, and built a substantial following. Yet, unending hype without consistent on-court synergy is wearing thin for some. The fact that Turner hopped over to the Clark camp so seamlessly highlights how even established or once loyal players will choose unity over constant theatrics. By contrast, Clark fosters an atmosphere that's all about cohesive growth. Even casual watchers see the difference. Watch Clark and Turner in the gym and you notice positivity and problem solving. Watch Reese's environment and you often witness dramatic arcs and us against the world posturing. For fans who appreciate the calm resilience of truly unified teams, the Clark-Turner vibe stands out as the more appealing route.
The fan bases, they go full out for their teams. I've only been there a couple of days, and I've been stopped out in the public. People asking, where do you play for? I say the Fever. They're like, oh my God, the Fever! Like, and they get really excited. So it's really fun to have a community that's so excited about their local sports team.
League executives, marketing teams, and viewers are all paying attention. If this workout synergy leads to actual synergy on the court, the Indiana Fever might shape up to be a formidable, well-oiled machine. Combine that possibility with established talents like Aaliyah Boston, and you can see why folks are forecasting big leaps for Indiana in upcoming seasons. Meanwhile, if Angel Reese continues on a path of bold proclamations and occasional internal friction, she risks being overshadowed, as the league gravitates towards star players who elevate others. While her brand is still recognized, some fans appreciate her outspokenness, there's a mounting sense that the new wave of watchers prefer balanced, success-driven rosters, not spectacles overshadowed by one person's controversies. Of course, nothing is guaranteed. The WNBA is a fluid environment. Injuries, trades, or locker room changes can shift alliances rapidly. But if the Turner-Clark bond continues to strengthen, this might become a blueprint for how players choose collaboration over conflict. The images of them encouraging each other through drills or smiling after big shots in practice could become a staple of highlight reels, advertising exactly what the league wants to show the world. Women supporting women, building unstoppable. Angel's next moves will be crucial. She could interpret this shift as a wake-up call, perhaps adjusting her stance, joining the wave of positivity and capitalizing on a more constructive brand of leadership. Or she could double down on this me-first approach, continuing to cast herself as the misunderstood star. If she picks the latter, she may find it lonely at the top, particularly if the rest of the WNBA unites around a vision of growth and synergy. Some watchers note that if Reese refined her fundamentals and cultivated deeper teamwork, she'd be unstoppable. She has potential, no doubt, but potential isn't enough when teammates sense a corrosive atmosphere. The best rosters in any league revolve around mutual trust and minimal drama. If Reese refuses to read the room, she might end up in a protracted cycle of short-lived hype, overshadowed by the unstoppable coherence of teams driven by players like Clark. And let's not forget, the WNBA's next wave includes expansions, rumored signings, and new superstars from the collegiate ranks. Anyone not keeping up might watch their main character energy vanish under the brilliance of fresh, dynamic talent that not only performs but fosters uplifting environments. If Turner and Clark genuinely hit it off and the Fever establish themselves as a must-watch team, the entire league benefits. Rivalries can shift from petty Twitter storms to real on-court battles between cohesive squads. Fans often look back at such moments like a mere workout video and say, that's where it all began. Could this be the spark that redefines how future WNBA superstars operate? Meanwhile, as Angel Reese navigates her next steps, she could either reposition her brand to fit a more team-friendly mold or remain entrenched in individual theatrics. The fans who hold sway over jersey sales, social followings, and audience engagement will likely favor whichever narrative offers the most compelling basketball. At present, Turner plus Clark exudes an undeniable momentum that's awfully hard to ignore. Viewers too have a voice in how these stories get shaped. Social media posts and comment sections are already buzzing with theories about which alliances will lead to championship runs or simply end in more drama. The league stands on the cusp of an intriguing transformation, and players who embrace synergy might define the WNBA's new identity. Caitlin Clark's synergy with Brianna Turner in that now infamous workout session has redefined how we see certain alliances in women's basketball. The calm focus of that practice overshadowed any whispers of backstabbing or tension. Instead, it shone a spotlight on a future built around mutual respect, collective skills, and a fierce desire to elevate their craft. Angel Reese, by contrast, faces a stark reality check. A brand built on big talk and bigger attitudes can unravel if teammates prefer a quieter, more productive path. While Angel Reese once strutted like she owned the league, Caitlin Clark and Brianna Turner are proving it's teamwork, not tantrums, that wins in the end. The Fever are the squad to watch, and Clark's era is just getting started. Reese? She's left clutching a crown that's losing its shine. So tell me, is Angel Reese's reign over before it even began?